First carry for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He'll buy some time right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Regular.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield, and he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll look to throw right away. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And down to the 11. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 44 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Up 2nd and 8.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 23.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And able to find Green. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Mike 40. Run.
Mayfield on play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. There's Mostert. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Raheem Mostert.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Made by Myles Garrett.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
A gain of 12.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
Wilson on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd and long.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going deep. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
It is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman as the first half is winding down. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Browns 14. Ravens.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards on the game there, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And some room to roam now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Jackson. forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Room here to run. Past the 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Is good. Makes the score Browns 28. Ravens.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 40.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Down at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up a
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And able to find Kirk complete. He's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Watch the edge. Check. Check out.
And again, it's Mayfield. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens' 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Jackson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Keeper. He was brought down by Sheldrick Redwine. A gain of 7 yards.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson can't get away, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8 from the 5. Here's 2nd and 2.
5-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown.